everyone, it's Kenya, aka Tamon Rebel, ready for another drama review after many months because I've been very inconsistent and tired, and it's not an excuse. We're back for another review. YouTube's hard. It's really hard. The drama we're going to be reviewing today is The Beauty Inside. I think it's probably the only fall drama I'm going to do because I have been very slacking with when it comes to shows. Let's get started. No more excuses. It's time to get this stuff off the ground. I'm ready if y'all are. So, quick summary. Segye is this top star who has this mysterious curse that happens to her where she's forced to turn into a new person once every month. She has all these rumors surrounding her because she creates chaos wherever she goes, unfortunately, because of the curse, and she has to always run away from her events every time they happen because she can't really stop an event from happening when the curse is coming upon her at the same time. The company she advertises for, T-Air, decides that we have to keep a close eye on this actress so she doesn't cause any more trouble. He's a top-notch dude. Doje decides to keep a close eye on her. So Doje suffers from face blindness, and he forces her to come on to a trip with him, a business trip with him, as part of her contract. So yes, this show is also a bit of a contract show cliche as well. And so Segye happens to turn into another person while midway through their trip, or while they were coming back from their trip, and he can't tell, but he knows for some reason that's her. So this is where this weird relationship starts. But yeah, as the story goes on, this is about the couple who tries to hide both their secrets from the world. So on to the characters. Segye is played by the lovely So Hyun-jin, is the top star of the show. She's a huge actress, a huge deal, and with that responsibility comes a lot of curiosity, a lot of peering eyes. So every time her illness kicks in, she also has to run away from some of her events, which causes a lot of chaos around her, a lot of mystery around her. So a lot of people really decide to start assumptions on her. Personality wise, she can kind of come off a little bit arrogant and self-absorbed. She knows she's a top star. She knows she can keep her contracts and her sponsorships because everybody would want her. That's part of the show where she has to deal with the fact that a lot of people are starting to still assume more about her, and she's getting frustrated that everybody still thinks she's this bad person, but technically it's just a role she has to play because everybody starts assuming she's bad. And to stop people's curiosity on her life, she just takes on that bad girl role so nobody else questions why she does the things she does. It's lonely for her. She can't do what she wants to do, and she gets very frustrated with it, and I could understand that struggle throughout the progression of the show. You could understand why at first she didn't really trust Doje, but after a while you realize Segye is a very trusting and caring person. All she wants to do is love and be treated fairly, and Doje is able to give that to her, and she really takes that in and is really happy when they're able to actually express their feelings together. So as you see her progression through the show, she gets better, she gets more mature, she gets very understanding and very caring throughout, and she goes through a lot of hardships, and it's nice to see her progression through the show. So Hyun-jin did a really good job. So our main male lead, played by Lee Min-ki, is Doje. He is the head director, CEO, president. I don't remember their roles. He's a chaebol. He's a chaebol, but he's not a cliche of a chaebol. That was what I really liked about him. He wasn't a butthole. He didn't come off too arrogant. He had a sense of humor. Also very straightforward, diligent, and very competitive. Despite his lack of sincerity and trust, he's probably close to the perfect dude. He's handsome, intelligent, tries to be funny. He suffers from face prognosia, face blindness, and it's caused because of an accident that happened 10 years ago. Not going into detail on that. And as we get to know more about him, he becomes really curious about Hyunjin because her face, for some reason, is like one of the only ones he's able to like actually make out. And he's really curious about this aspect, so he starts to try to understand her more and her condition as well. In all honesty, Dojae is literally just a nice guy with baggage. That's all it is. He's a nice guy. He's sincere. He's trustworthy. He just has baggage. Other than that, nothing else was really a big deal with him. He was pretty normal. You could tell he honestly, superly duperly loves Hyunjin. Superly duperly. Yeah, I said that. He really loves Hyunjin. And the issue is just that he can't commit because of both of their conditions. But when he finally makes a decision, he really does go through with it. Like when he finally does commit, he goes through with it. And that's what every woman wants in a man. So then we have the amazing, nice guy overall, Eunho, played by your favorite An Jae-hyun. I haven't seen anything else he's been in other than Cinderella and the Four Knights, and I didn't really like that show. But he has a nice face. But he's married. Eunho is Hyunjin's best guy friend. He's a super nice guy. He's trying to become a priest for like the whole show, and then you realize he doesn't really want to become a priest. So like, why are you trying to become a priest? And like, where does this fit into anything you want to do with life? And he starts questioning it because he meets Dojae's younger sister, Sara, and he starts to notice that she's not actually that bad of a person as she makes herself seem out to be. So he slowly starts to fall for her, and they slowly start to fall for each other, and hilarity ensues between them, even though it's actually super serious at the same time. He's a very patient and understanding person. He is very supportive of Hyunjin's condition, and the trio, their little friend trio, he's a very, very nice guy. So on to the last character I'm going to introduce, Sara, played by Lee Da-hee. She is Dojae's younger sister. She's also the president of the subsidiary company of Dojae's T-Air. She feels the need to be competitive and to prove herself because she's one of the only top women in the company, and the men tend to look down on her. And it's also what's really expected of her. She puts herself into this position to like prove herself, but at the same time she knows everyone around her expects her to work twice as hard because she's a female. Because she's a female. She wants to prove herself. That's the main thing. It's just that she really just wants to prove herself. And meeting Eunho, she starts to understand that she can actually be the supportive good person she actually can be if she just understands that there are people who are willing to have her back. Her support system are there for her, but she just never wanted to rely on them. So her and Eunho are cute and a match made in heaven. They're so adorable. We're going on to highlights. So highlight number 1, there's no love triangles, and I love dramas with no love triangles. It's amazing. You can focus all your attention on the on the main couple, which is amazing, right? Because of no crappy second female lead or second male lead. Highlight number 2, the cinematography. I don't know anything about cinematography, cinema, directing. I don't know about any of that stuff. But these wide angle shots that they use, I felt like it was them trying to tell us, the viewers, that's how big those feelings they were feeling were at the moment were. For instance, Hyunjin, at this particular scene, I think she was super happy that Dojae just did something. Either I think he probably kissed her on the cheek or said something, I forget. But you can see how happy or confused she is. And it's like, instead of containing that confusion and just showing us her face, they widening it out to let us understand that it's like a huge emotion for her. And in my opinion, that's how I took it. Highlight number 3, Dojae and Hyunjin have really many cute couple moments, as far and as well as kiss scenes. They're adorable, because we could focus on it so much. They were just really cute. Highlight number 4, insert necessary shower scene. That's it. Shower scene. Highlight number 5, the bromance between Dojae and Juha, played by Itae, was very entertaining. They were both really funny together. It's not in my like top 10 bromances, but for the show, it was very entertaining. I also really enjoyed the trio of Eunho and Hyunjin, and I'm sorry I can't remember the friend's name. I should have wrote it down. But they were also very supportive of Hyunjin and was always there for her. And she was also her best friend was also her manager. So they were very amazing supporters for Hyunjin, and they always had her back. There were a lot of stressful times for them, but I appreciate the smiles and goofiness they could always exude in the end. The fact that so many guest actors played Hyunjin when she changed her faces. We had a Because This Is My First Life reunion with Kim Mi-sok and In Mi-ki. That was fun. Moon Wo-jin, who played the little child, oh, he was so cute. And Rami Ran did an amazing job when Hyunjin had to go through her personal issues with her mom. She did an amazing emotional job during that episode, and I felt that episode. That was highlight number 7, the emotional mother-daughter moments and relationships. Cons, I only had like 2 cons, and that's because they were cliches. Contract agreements between couples, I hate those. Hate contract agreements. What the hell? Close proximity, like forcing each other to be in close proximity of each other to fall for each other. I don't like those type of things. It's not a natural way to fall for someone, but you get over it after a while in the show. So the overall message for the show was, for me, was the importance of relationships, and the time you need to nourish them and take care of them are very important. Hyunjin had all that stripped away from her. She'd have to hide. She couldn't hang out with her friends in public. She'd have to literally hide her whole life, and all of her relationships had to fade away because she couldn't trust everybody with her secret. And all of this builds up, but no one ever takes the time to like understand you and want to listen to you until you can actually find that one person who loves you for your faults and all, who's willing to accept you for who you are. And that's what Hyunjin and Dojae were for each other. So my overall rating for this show is a 7. You probably thought something higher, but no, it's a 7 because I really did enjoy the story and the characters, but I did not like the ending. I really didn't like the ending. So I'm gonna let you take judgment for yourself, and hopefully you do like the ending, and hopefully you do like the show, because I like the show. It's a good show, but the ending was just meh. A 7-4. I like the story, but the ending was meh. Alright y'all, I had a really fun time watching this show. So make sure to follow my social media platforms. I'll have them all listed below. And I hope to see you guys next time. Remember to subscribe for more videos and hit that notification button. Alright, bye lovelies.